always prevails.
Blow the horn! Hollyberry Cookie has arrived!
Treat it lightly. Great strength leads to bitter consequences.
In the distant past, after the chaos of iron and flame subsided, many creatures, baked by the witches, scattered across the world. Among them were the five cookies graced with soul jam of the purest kind, saviors to all cookies throughout the world. With infinite wisdom and unmatched power, they rallied others to their cause. As kings and queens, they ruled the cookies, bringing in a golden age of peace and prosperity. But this age was not fated to last. A harbinger of darkness appeared, and let shadow and evil infest the land. And once more, the world erupted into chaos. But the 5 cookie heroes, guardians of peace, have risen. Twilight falls, and the war for the cookie's destiny has begun. Who claimed the victory in that final battle? No cookie bears the answer to this question, but there is one thing known for sure. As time passed, the marks of dark corruption slowly cured, and the sight of the dark flower no longer invokes sorrow in the cookie's souls. Once more, life thrives in every corner of the land. It is time for us to open a new page. This story begins with a few tiny but brave steps. Oh, you recognize this tale? Well, that is your story. Do you remember how Life Powder breathed life into the cookies? But it was not only cookies upon whom life had been bestowed. From the dark, horrendous cake monsters were born. They marched across the land, sowing darkness and fear. They crumbled the cookies' frail bodies, leaving a trail of dark, burnt flour behind. And no cookie was able to defeat them. On the fateful night of the crescent moon, when a Leviathan shadow hung over the Vanilla Castle, one by one, the great heroes fell. And when the Dark Harbinger appeared, only the champion of the Vanilla Kingdom was left standing on the battlefield. Once upon a time no cookie recalls, lived 3 wise witches. In their kitchen, by the stove, they kept a precious recipe, the recipe for power and wisdom. When the time came, they gathered in the kitchen. Colorful sugar crystals, silky butter, moonlight, and mysterious whispers. For 4 days and nights, they mixed and mixed until they had a mountain of dough with only one ingredient left to add: a small pinch of life powder, the most potent ingredient to bring any dessert to life. When the first cookies came out of the oven baked, they chirped at the witches like little birds. "Will you feed us? Will you feed us?" "No. But instead, we will have you for dinner." Sweet little cookies, in fear they fled, but the witch's legs were like pillars, and like snares were their fingers. And the cookies were so small, so frail. Only one cookie, fast and tiny, made it past the witch's grasp, and so this cookie ran and ran until their body crushed and crumbled, until the very end. But was it truly the end? No, many have forgotten that the story goes on. The leftover dough from that fateful night, discarded by the three witches, baked to perfection under the hot sunlight. And this is how the very land we live upon came to be. Is this the truth or just a legend? No cookie is here to tell.
Decision, Hollyberry Cookie. Your soul jam, or everything else you hold dear.
If you promise to use your dragon strength to protect everyone, if that's really the case, then it's an easy decision. My kingdom, my cookies, everyone I hold dear. Surely my soul jam is not the only way to protect them. After all, the soul jam itself comes from the will to become the shield for everyone who requires my protection. If you swear to use your dragon powers for the good of all cookie kind, I will exchange my soul jam for your powers.
So, you agree to become a cookie who will no longer be able to protect anything by herself?
I may become less strong than I am now, but I will never stop doing what I can to protect other cookies. My urge to protect will not disappear just because my soul jam is gone. Whatever I have to do, I will, even if losing my soul jam means getting a bit weaker. I will fight until my very last breath. But in return, you must make this promise in dragon tongue so not even you can break it.
Of course. If I make this promise in dragon tongue, there is no going back. You understand this, yes?
Yes, I understand.
You seem quite sure.
It feels like the first time the light of passion shone upon me. Back when I first realized what I need to protect, and how it was the same for all five of us. While our methods were different, and the light in our hearts shone in our own unique way, we were only able to encounter the light because we all had something we wanted to protect. Wait, five of us? You said you'd heard the story about the five heroes from the Dragon Swarm, right? Did that story include White Lily Cookie?
Yes, White Lily Cookie, whose soul jam held the light of freedom.
White Lily Cookie is no longer a cookie hero. Instead, she is tormenting cookies in her pursuit to bake the most perfectly sweet cookie of all. And her name is no longer White Lily Cookie, but Dark Enchantress Cookie.
The perfectly sweet cookie.
While I'm unaware of what happened to White Lily Cookie's soldier, there's no way her story remains true.